picking up where we left off at, we're supposed to find the property tax for a year and also how much we pay per month for the property tax. It's 1% of the value of the home. Remember, this home was $150,000. So we have to multiply this by 0.01. And this will end up giving me $1,500. Now this is for the year. We want to find it per month. So what we would do, we would take this 1,500, and divide it by 12. And that gives us exactly $125. And that's per month. So this is the monthly, this is the yearly. Okay, now we scroll down. It says calculate the approximate homeowner insurance of 1/4% of the value of this home. Now I'm going to tell you 1/4% written as a decimal. Well, first of all, the home is $150,000. 1/4% written as a decimal is 0.0025. This represents 1/4%. Now, we multiply this. We would take our 150,000 and multiply it by 0.0025. And that gives us $375. Now remember, this is for the year. We have to do it per month. So we need to divide this by 12 to get our value for the monthly amount. So we would take $375 divided by 12, and that gives us $31.25. So this is your monthly amount. This is your monthly. This is your yearly. Now, one thing I didn't do back up here in problem number 6, it is $125 for the monthly, but I should have showed it as 12 into 1,500, just to show that this is your answer for the month. Now, you said what? This is the year, the 1,500, for problem number 6. Okay, now, okay, class, for problem number 8, we have find the total home-related expenses from 5, 6, 7, and above. It is recommended by finance specialists that this total should not exceed 28% of your gross monthly income. That's your monthly pay before taxes. Is this amount within the recommended limit? Explain what adjustments must you make in terms of the price of the house you would consider buying. Now, what you have to realize is if your house expenses is more than this 28% of your gross monthly income, you're going to have to adjust some of the price of your home, your property tax, and everything like that in order for you to get the proper amount. So let's take your gross salary, which is $95,000, and we will multiply it by 0.28. So we would take our calculator, and we would take 95,000 times 0.28, and that would give us $26,600. Now we have to take this value and divide it by 12 to see how much we pay per month. How much is this per month? So we would take this $26,600 and divide it by 12, and that would give us $2,216 and about 67 cents. Okay, so this is how much it is for the 28%. Now we need to take the values that we received, that we did earlier. Your house payment was $701.50. The property tax was $125. And then also we had the home insurance, which was $31.25. So now we add all of this together. This will give us, let's see, $857.75, which is less than the $2,216.67. So these are our values here, so we're done with problem number 8. But just remember, when you go back to problems 5, 6, and 7, you're getting the monthly amount that we calculated earlier in order to have these amounts here. So we're done with problem 8, and now we can move on. Next page, wheels. Find your car. Now it says here, financial experts advise that the monthly cost of car-related expenses, including loan payment, auto insurance, gasoline, and maintenance, should not exceed 10 to 15% of your net monthly income. About how much per month should you consider spending on your car-related expenses? Now listen, you do not have to give me the amount for 10% and 15%. You have to pick one. And what I want you all to do, whichever one you pick, I want you to underline it. So myself, I'm just going to pick 10%. So I'm going to underline the 10% to let the person grading this know that I'm doing it based on 10%. Now it says the net monthly income. Now we did the net monthly income. Let's go back. It'll be a lot easier for you all because you don't have to scroll with the computer. It's actually on the second page, number 8. Whatever you got for number 8 on the second page. Let's scroll back here. Okay, now, this is your net monthly income, the $5,209.17. Now, that is the net monthly income. So we will have to take that value and multiply it by 0.1 because I'm doing the 10%. If you were doing the 15%, you would multiply by 0.15. So now we scroll back here to our wheels and we will multiply it. So again, we will multiply this value by the 10%. So we can take our calculator. And we would take $5,209.17 and multiply it by 0.1. And that'll give us, now we would have to round this, that would give us $520.92. Now this is how much per month you can afford. Now fuel costs. Now I would just say this, if you already have a car or you know someone that have a car similar to the one that you want, you can use their fuel costs. I've had some people say, especially since gas prices are down now, some people have said they pay maybe about $150 a month for gas. And then the car insurance, I don't know what the rates are here, but some people have told me they pay like about $75 a month for car insurance. It says explain how you made each of these estimates. You could say personal experience. Okay, now it says here, based on your answers to number 1 and 2, what monthly payment can you afford? Okay, so now you would take number 1, which is $520.92, and you would subtract the addition of A and B here. So we would add 150 and 75. That would give us, what, 225. So we would subtract 225 here. So this would be 5, 9. So $295.92. That's how much of a payment you can afford on the car. Okay, now it says experiment with the loan calculator. Now you can still use that mortgage calculator that I showed you off on bankrate.com. You can use that. Now here's the thing. You have to determine if you're going to get a new car or a used car. And you need to underline which one you're going to get so I would know what interest rate you're using. Okay, so let's say I want a new car. So I want a new car. So then what I would do is this here. I could do $295.92. So I'm going to try and get as close to that as possible. Now, the car loan, we can still use this mortgage calculator, but the car loan is only for 5 years. So what we would do is, for in terms of years, we'll put 5. Now, let's see. We have the interest rate. Since I'm doing a new car, let's take a look at the interest rate here. The interest rate for a new car is 4.7%. So I'll type in 4.7 here. And then now I need to play around with some numbers. So let's say that I type in 30,000. Then I'll click on calculate. Now, my payment was $295 and some change. So $30,000 wouldn't work. Let's try 20,000. Then we'll calculate it. Okay, that's still just a little too high. Try 15,000. Okay, 281, that's coming very close. Try 16,000. All right. So we're looking at maybe about 15,600. Let's see. Yeah, we could say about 15, just to get it exact, maybe about 16,650. And you'll keep on playing around with it until you get as close as possible. And let me just make sure that it was 295.92. All right. So let's see, 700. All right. Okay, it looks like it's going to be more like 795 or something like that. So it has to be, what's that, 95, 92. Okay, so this is as close as we would get it. So it's $15,795 is the amount that the car has to be. Anything above that is incorrect. So now, we go back here, put our $15,795. That is the most expensive car that you can afford, according to what the experts say. So we go to the next page here. It says go to the website cars.com. You can find a car there, and all I want on the printout is just the car and the amount of the car. And then it says write the price of the car. Let's say I found me a car for $14,595. You know, they always have weird numbers for cars. It says, why did you choose this car? I like it. What features attracted you? It has 4 wheels. So, again, whatever it is that you find that you like about the car, you will put it there.